Say that again. That was one of the
best decisions I could have made.
Running
into the woods
in the
dark
as a black
man
in a white
neighborhood.
What up, y'all?
Josh and Isi here once again with
another quality video. So today we are bringing you guys our first story time series, in the sense where one of us exchanges a story time that we may or may not have heard before, and you get our reaction as well as y'all. So the most recent thing that we asked you guys about was if y'all wanted an extended story time on Josh's hashtag po-po situations of him going to parties and having to run from the police.
In hindsight, probably shouldn't have opened the door to this, but I'm a man of my word, so I'm gonna go through with it, and we just gonna get this out the way. Now, I need some things to be addressed right now. For starters, I don't condone any of this behavior. I don't condone running from the police, but I had some traumas that I had to deal with, so I ran. All right. Another thing that we need to cover: if you are new to Quality Crew, you might as well be hitting this button down below that looks just like this. It costs you nothing, but it does numbers for us, so we really appreciate that. And if you're feeling the vibe, which I know if you've seen any of these latest videos, the vibe is definitely here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then hit that notification button right next to us. A little bell, ding, 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 ding. Notifies you every time we post, because we post very often. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video.
Get real comfortable.
Golly, you are just in your comfort bag. All right.
I'll scratch it for you. Yeah, I'll do it for you. Come on, man.
All right. So the first time I had an encounter with the police, it was at a very young age.
What age?
I want to say 9.
Really?
Now, this wasn't the police, but it was a police dog. Okay, no, if I'm gonna tell the story, I'm gonna tell it all the way through. So we're going back to the first encounter. This is what I believe sparked my trauma with police. When I was a kid, we used to have a little island of houses in like almost like a giant cul-de-sac, but kind of like reverse. It goes around the house. We called it the D.
The D.
Yeah, no pun intended, but we called it the D, right? It's gonna sound weird, but we did. We called it D because it was shaped like a D. It was like this. It was a big house.
We got it, man. We got it.
My parents told us don't be riding around the D, stay away from the D, you know what I'm saying? Now, in hindsight, it sounds so messed up, but they told us stay away from the D. It was pretty big, too. So, like, you had to...
Josh, okay, we got it.
Okay, but let me finish the story. So, there was one day, me and my brothers, we were racing.
Through the D.
Around the D. We're going through, and all of a sudden I see this dog. It's a German Shepherd, a police dog. I hear something going beep, 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 beep. It's got an electric collar on. The dog literally was sitting on the fence having a great time being electrocuted by the fence. And that's when I knew these dogs weren't anything to be messed with, because he actually enjoyed being shot. That was the first time I had seen the dog. And he almost got up to like try and chase us, because we were like just having a good time. The second time we went around the D, the dog actually chased me. And I pedaled for my life, because the dog was.
And this was really a police dog. How do you know it was a police dog?
Because I knew the person was a police officer. My mom told me later it was a police officer. So I was like, police dog. So the dog is chasing me, and I'm riding, whatever. And I accidentally just stuck my foot out and kicked the dog right in the nose and pedaled for my life. Now, the kick threw the dog off. Maybe the dog was playing with me, maybe it wasn't, but I had no clue. So I was scared, and I kicked it and rolled away. That was my first encounter with the police.
You called that an encounter with the police? That's how you want to start it off?
Those dogs are a part of the police force.
Oh my gosh.
So technically, that was an encounter with the police. This is how it all started, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the next time was in high school. Now, this one was wild. This was just a pure case of wrong place, wrong time.
Okay.
I was actually allowed to go to this party. Now, I didn't give all the details of what the party was entailing, but my parents did allow me to go to this party, but I did not tell them about how the party really went. You never want to tell your parents, hey, I ran from the police, okay?
Okay.
So we go to this party. It was in an apartment complex, whatever. It's on the first floor. There's a bunch of buildings around, and I think because there was a bunch of buildings around, my nervousness went up, because I was like, I can hear the music from the street. So they must be hearing the music all over. But anyways, it's not my place. I'm not worried about it. So like, everybody seems like they're having a good time enjoying themselves, whatever. Let me go ahead and go in. So it's me, my boy Jordan, my boy Alpha. We you know, we all going together, we a group, we riding, whatever. Everything's cool. It seems like a good time, good scene, whatever. So we're just walking around, see the beer pong table. I'm not necessarily a beer drinker at the time because like in high school, like I just wasn't like on that drinking stuff. But I was like, I like the game, you know? So I was like playing it. The dude that was playing with me, like he was like, I'll take the drinks for you if you don't want them. I'm like, cool. So we're playing back and forth. Everything was all good until I see my boy Jordan just looking at the door, looking out the window, looking at me. And I could just see in his face something was wrong. And there was like the door, right? The door's right here, there's a window right here. He's looking out the window, but he's creeping closer and closer to the door. There's these two poor innocent white boys right there in front of the door, right? And he's just looking at the window and he looks at me. And he looks at the window and then he looks back at me. Looks at the window one good more time. Then out of nowhere, I knew something wrong. He shoved, shoved the two poor white boys that was in front of the door and then screamed, Josh, we gotta go now. So he just jets out the door. Like we were on the same page, but we weren't on the same page because we went two totally different directions. He went out the door, went left. I went out the door, I went right. And sure enough, right when I made it out the door, black SUV pulls up, lights come out of it, and I'm like, oh snap, that was an undercover van that was circling around the building. Woo, 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 woo. Dude gets out, freeze. Don't freeze, put my foot right in the ground and just jet off to the right. All of a sudden I hear, grrr, and it was a taser.
For you?
I don't know who it was for, but someone got hit with it. And I was just running for my absolute life. And for a little while, there was multiple cars, and one of them was specifically trailing me, probably because I was the first person out of the party and I dipped hard.
I thought Jordan was the first one
Well,
out the
he
party.
went left, and the car was facing right. So like he went the opposite way of the car, which was probably the smarter move. But I just thought if we split up, they might get confused. So I took off to the right. I ran towards the woods. Now, that was probably the best decision I could have made.
In the dark.
In the dark. I think
Say that again. That was one of the
best decisions I could have made.
running
into the woods.
In the
dark.
As a black
man.
In a white
neighborhood.
Josh, you were covered by the blood of Jesus, as your mother would say.
All I know is that I ran like my life depended on it. And I wasn't even so much scared of the cops. I was scared of my parents' reaction. Because Lord knows, they would have just took me home. I wasn't drinking anything like that. They would have probably just took me home and told me that I was at a party I wasn't supposed to be. But the repercussions for that would have been monumental. So I was more so running out of fear from my parents than fear from the police. Either way, I ran and I made it out. I ran at least 5 minutes. I thought I ran a smooth mile because I did not, like my feet would not stop moving. It was like, I don't know, you ever have
adrenaline.
Like, yeah, you ever like have an adrenaline rush? Then that was like,
not like that.
Man, but I'm telling you, and after, oh my God, that bird is right there, dog. Flew right up on us, man. Have you seen a bird this close before?
No, they never come this close.
They never come this close. That was the second time. I ran from the police.
First is the dog.
First is the dog.
Second is high school.
The second is high school. The third time was when I first made it to college. Now me, Dante, I think Jordan, this was our first day on campus. We had just got there.
Because the football team comes early.
The football team comes early. This is our first day. We just met each other and we're like, cool. We have 3 people we're solid with. Some of the older guys are like, yo, let's go to a party. We're gonna take you guys out, you know, we'll show you the ropes, this, that, and third. We're like, cool, what's up? There was 2 incidents in this night that we ended up running from the police. And it was our first day at college. You know, my perspective on what college was gonna be was so skewed after this day. I was almost scared to go to any more parties, but I went to a bunch and there was many more cop incidences, but I can't cover all of them in this video. We get to the party, everybody's a new face, right? We're sitting there chilling and all of a sudden, one of the football players comes up to us and he's like, yo, y'all see dude over there with that chain on? And we're like, yeah. He's like, yeah. That dude actually snatched that chain off of one of your teammates, and that's his chain. And I was like, okay. And so the Dante were like, you know, we just kind of staying out the way, whatever. All of a sudden, we see some of the guys that we're familiar with, like the 5 football players that we actually know are on our team, are up there on the balcony. It's like a patio, right? Just chilling, whatever. And then they kind of go up to this dude, and then somebody walks up on him, taps him on the shoulder. Dude turns around and he just sticks him.
As soon as he turns around?
As soon as he turns around, babe. Dude with the chain literally tapped him on the shoulder, turns around, mwah, jabs him.
Wait, who
snatches his chain.
hits who?
My teammate hits the dude with the chain.
Got it.
After that, all hell breaks loose. I mean, like, it literally went from like everybody's chilling to everybody's fighting. So all 5 of my football teammates are now fighting somebody else because like it was just 2 groups of people, and me, Dante, and them, we're new, so we don't know, should we help, should we stay there? We're just kind of like paralyzed in the moment, like, yo, what is going on? Then all of a sudden, one of the teammates grabs dude, hikes him up, and literally jumps off of the patio. It's 3 steps high. Hikes him up, jumps off the patio with him. Boom, they both smack the ground. He gets to working him on the ground. I'm like, what is going on? Then all of a sudden, another teammate, there's like this little, like, you know, badminton, and like how it's like not a big pole, but it's like one of those PVC pipes in the ground. Drunkenly walks up to the PVC pipe, starts playing with it, gets it out the ground, walks up, smacks dude in the head with it. But the dude who got hit didn't get the worst of it because the pipe breaks off on his head, and then the piece that's on top twists, flies, and hits another person right between the head. Innocent bystander gets hit right between the head. I see their head cocked back. Right when their head comes forward, blood is just coming down the front of their face. At that point, I knew this was not where we needed to be. Then all of a sudden, they come to us and like, you guys need to get out of here. It's gotten way too crazy. And we're like, yeah, we do. So we leave, and all of a sudden we hear a whole bunch of police cars. Woo! And we're like, gee, we gotta go now. So we start running, and all of a sudden we get behind the car. If you could picture it in your head, there's like a windy street that curves up. We run down the street, get behind the car, and then just sit there. And then 3 police cars just come and go running into the party. And then we're like, oh snap. So we get in the car. It was my car because I had the car. And then we drive off to the gas station, and we're chilling in the gas station. But here's the thing, our dumb selves didn't want to freaking stop partying. We were just like, oh, the party got crashed. So we're in the gas station parking lot waiting on the rest of the football team to see if they made it out, because it looked like they ran too. Sure enough, most of them made it out. Now I think the one that hit the person with the PVC pipe had to stay around because like, yeah, everybody seen that. Yeah. So the rest of them pull up on us and like kind of made fun of us because they're like, you guys didn't jump in or nothing. And we're like, bro, we don't know y'all. We don't know any of y'all. We like, maybe if we were on the team for a year and we kind of knew we were brothers, like maybe, yeah, sure. So then they're like, you were trying to go to another party? And we're like, cool. So then we go to another party on the other side of town. Sure enough, when we get to this party, it's a little more our vibe. You know, our people, there's more of our people there. Okay, the other party wasn't a lot of our people, you know what I'm saying? But at this party, it was more of our people. A little more comfortable vibe, whatever. So we're just kicking it, cool and whatever. Then all of a sudden, a dude comes up to another one of my teammates. And this is when I started like thinking like, am I at the right school? I don't know. But he came up to my teammate and was like, you tried to have me beat with my girl for money. And I said, what in the world is going on at this school? But anyways, and he was like, what? He was confused too. And he said, yeah, you were trying to have me beat with my girl for money. I know who you are. And he was like, dude, I don't even know who your girl is. Then all of a sudden, he's like, her. And then like something sparked in his eye, like he knew or something. He was like, oh, that's like, I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Is this real? They get to going back and forth, whatever. And then they're like, no, y'all need to take that outside. So then all the football players are like, come on, let's go outside. So now we're all going outside, walking to this spot. Now Dante want to hop in because last time it wasn't as good because we didn't feel like we was a part of it. But now we kind of know who's on our team and who's not on our team. So we were a little more ready for it. Before the fight even broke out, of course, police show up and we run. Because that's what normal people should do in that situation.
They should run.
What? I hate to say it.
If you can get out, you suggest running?
The police have been brutal to our people. They seem to be pretty unforgiving from what the news said. And in my eyes, I was not woke to maybe they could be friendly. Because where I came from, I was actually harassed quite often by police officers for just being black. Right. So whenever I saw them, I didn't take the opportunity to say, you know, we might get to know each other. And obviously, bad stuff is happening all around, so I know I can get lost in translation. What I do? I'm out the gate. I'm out the gate. So those were the first 4 times that that sounds so bad. Those were the first 4 times I ran from the police. There was technically a couple more, but I don't want to incriminate myself. Do you still love me? Duh. Alright. Because I can say very clear-headedly, ever since we've been together, that has substantially decreased. Yeah. Anyways, Those are the first 4 times that I ran from the police. I hope I didn't give you guys the wrong idea and made you think that running from the police is okay. Not every police officer is out to get you. I wasn't woke to that when I was in that mind frame and I was very scared. So what do I do when I'm scared? I run.
Fight or flight.
Fight or flight. And at that time, you know, you're not really fighting the police. So like, I'm flighting. Yeah, I'm definitely flighting. But good times, good memories, you know. I look back and I'm like, yo, I really got out the gym. I was pretty good. There was another good one. I really wish I could get to that one.
Well, if you guys liked this and want Josh to continue his stories about his past, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and a hashtag. What you want them to hashtag, babe? More popo.
Hashtag Mo Popo.
M-O Popo.
Yeah. Hashtag Mo Popo. I might just drop it in on one of our other videos. Maybe on a vlog or something, I'll just drop the random 5th time I ran from the police. But that one was very good.
Comment below also if you guys like this type of video, if you want us to go kind of back and forth in terms of exchanging stories. I think this was pretty decent.
Do you have any like wow story? I feel like you were a very conservative child.
Depends on what you consider conservative. Well, alright you guys, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below hashtag MoPopo if you want Josh to include his 5th story in a vlog or something like that.
Oh, also, be on the lookout. Today is Sunday, so today is your day to confess. Go check out our stories. We got Tea Time Tuesday confessions coming up, so go ahead and give those a look. Go ahead and throw your confessions in there so we can sip some good tea on Tuesday. But if you don't already know, I am Hydrated Hero. She is African Beauty. Together we are Josh and Isi. Now you can follow one of us. You could follow 2 of us. You could follow all 3 of us. You might as well follow all 3 of us because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all 3. But other than that, y'all, until we meet again, peace, love, hair grease, and we out.
Right there.
Right there. I'm looking at it. Subscribe. You want to click that button.
You know you
click it.
Also, check this video out
right here.
Might as well.
That's quality.
Quality.
Right
quality
there.
content.
It's quality.
And
of course,
you might as well be right here.
You might as well
be right there.
Because this one's quality too. All this
quality.
You click anything you want.
Quality.